Hello, welcome to this update for the heatwave in the Middle East. So let's see what's happening. Like we mentioned in last videos, especially tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday spots in Western Iran, Southern Iraq, there will be some very dangerous heat, especially like into Kuwait in Saudi Arabia as well. So we'll take a look at what might happen here and the dangers associated. So now it's already the middle of the night there, but it's still hot in many spots. But Saturday afternoon does show spots in Oman, into United Arab Emirates to 47 degrees, spots in Saudi Arabia more than 45 to 47, there in Qatar some 44, and the further north you go, close to 47, some 48 in Kuwait. So please stay safe in those areas, especially southeastern Iraq into western Iran, close to 50 degrees Celsius by Saturday afternoon. This is the European model, and generally it's the most reliable one. The other ones, like the Icon, are good as well, but this one is more trusted. So let's see here. Shows many spots, many towns there to 49 degrees, 50, more than 50, many spots. So please stay safe in those areas. The most important thing is hydration, a lot of water and air conditioner. So please stay safe and like stay cool in the best way possible if you don't have an air conditioner. So please be careful. Western Iran to 48. So please stay safe. There's the GFS as well. It shows like 249 in those areas. The GFS is not quite 250, but it's around 49. There's the icon. It's around some 48 to 49. There might be a localized spot close to 50, but the icons is not quite there yet. So shows later in the day does show it close to 50, like about 4 p.m., 3 4 p.m. shows to 50 degrees, multiple spots, southern Iraq into western Iran, and northern Kuwait, even like northernmost Kuwait, more than 48. So please stay safe. The European at that time is a similar thing. The European is the hottest of all the models. It shows to 51 in a couple towns there. So please stay safe in those areas. And this is the 2 meter temperature, like 2 meters above the ground. So it does show even to like on this European model to 5 meters, because you can see there 3 meters. And yeah, so this, like, in general, the elevation that's used to calculate the heat is 2 meters above the ground, the height of a standard person, adult. But keep in mind that like the pavement and the ground that you're stepping on might be way hotter, heated by the sun. So sometimes the pavement during the heat waves can be like to 70 degrees, 60, 70 degrees, the ground that you're stepping on. So please stay safe, be careful with pets as well, not stepping that hot ground. So these 4 meters that's showing up here is the elevation of the area here, of the area there. But the height that's used to calculate the heat is 2 meters. So please stay safe in those areas. Further north in Iraq, some 48 degrees, so some 50 degrees western Iran as well. So please stay safe in those areas tomorrow there. And here, so let's see, the humidity is like very low, to some 4% in those areas, especially the dew points. The dew points are at like -4 dew points. So this like very what's called dry heat. So there's very little humidity and low dew points. So this more like the dry scorching heat, but it's not deadly like wet heat, because here in the wet bulb temperatures you can see like the wet bulbs is a combination of the dew points and the actual temperature. So this shows like some 20 degrees wet bulb temperatures, spots in Iran, in Iraq, and those areas. So one thing you need to know is that if the wet bulb temperatures reaches above 30 degrees, especially 35 degrees. If there's ever a wet bulb temperature like to 35 degrees, it's deadly, like extremely deadly. Your body can die in less than 6 hours if there's no air conditioner in wet bulb temperatures higher than 35 degrees. Even if it's like 28, it's already deadly. But 20 is not that big of a deal, but depending on the situation, can already be dangerous. But this what's called dry heat in those areas, so be careful. But in the Persian Gulf, there's more humidity, so in those towns right around the Gulf, it's not as hot as further inland. Like this one is 34 at that town, and further inland is 44. So in these towns, it's not as hot, but it's also more humid, like 27 wet bulb temperature. So be careful in the areas in the Persian Gulf if it gets too hot, because the higher the wet bulb temperatures, the most suffocating and potentially deadly for your body. So please stay safe in those areas. It's not too crazy there right now because there's like dry heat, there's very low humidity, but just the temperature itself, 50 degrees, can already cause heat stress, heat stroke, heat exhaustion. So please stay safe, stay indoors if you can, and away from the heat. So let's see, this is Saturday, just the start of it, and then there's Saturday night, shows around some 38, 36 degrees, and if it remains hot during the night, it's even more dangerous because there's not enough time for your body to cool down from the heat of the day, especially if the wet bulb temperatures remains high at night as well. So keep that in mind and stay as cool as you can during the night. Stay safe. This goes on Sunday, might be a very, very hot day. So starting in Saudi Arabia, shows to 48 degrees in vast portions of Saudi Arabia and to Oman, more spots to 47, 46 degrees, United Arab Emirates. So please stay safe in those areas, be careful. In Kuwait, to 49 degrees, a few spots, 47, and there, southern Iraq, basically most of the areas there to 50 degrees in all those towns there. So please stay safe. This is scorching, very, very dangerous. Western Iran showing to 51 degrees in a couple of towns there. The icons to 50 and more areas of 49 to 50 degrees on the icon. The GFS has 50 degrees in many areas too, but the European has some spots to 51 as well. So please stay safe in those areas. Drink a lot of water, like a lot. Please don't dehydrate. That is deadly. So please stay safe, and especially be careful of more sensitive people, like more kids and elderly people. So protect them from the heat as well, your pets and everything, but focus on staying safe and staying cool. So please be careful. Some 50 degrees still for further to 47 century Iraq, more spots southern Turkey to just 39, some 41 in Syria. So be careful. Southern Iran, those valleys to 48, central Iran, some high 30s to 40s. So stay safe in those areas Sunday. And then Monday shows like during the night. Sunday gets slightly better to some 34, but 34 is still hot. So still be careful during the night. Monday afternoon, Saudi Arabia, more than 36 degrees, like not 36, 46, so shows to 48 degrees. Monday afternoon, Saudi Arabia, some 47, Qatar, nearly 40 degrees in Doha. So stay safe. And Doha is right on the Persian Gulf there, so the wet bulb temperatures shows close to 28 degrees wet bulb temperatures in Doha Monday afternoon. So 40 degrees Celsius plus the 28 wet bulb temperature, that might be deadly. So please be careful. Not as deadly as 35 wet bulb temperatures. It's just 28, but 28 is already a lot. So please stay safe in those areas. Drink a lot of water. Make sure to stay inside the air conditioning, and be careful with workers outside. Avoid doing so much activity outside. So stay safe. But the rest in Iraq and those areas, some 19, 20 wet bulb temperature, it's better in those areas. And the actual temperature is closer to 50 degrees again, 48, 50 is southern Iraq, Monday afternoon, June 16th, and the European has widespread 51 degrees, western Iran, north towns into 51, southern Iraq into northern Kuwait to 50, nearly 44 degrees in Kuwait Sea, 50 degrees southern Kuwait into Saudi Arabia. So please stay safe. The ground will be scorching to way higher than 50 degrees, the ground, and like the surface near the ground. So please stay safe, and also the feels like temperatures might be higher as well. What you're what you're actually feeling. So please be careful. Those areas shows around some 23 wet bulb temperatures in Quad City. That's not too bad, but better keep an eye because it's closer to the Persian Gulf. But humidity generally very low, and those dew points around -3, still some 14, not 14, like some 12 dew points in Quad City, but further inland very low. So stay safe in those areas. Please be careful. Central Saudi Arabia into Oman, more than 48 degrees in Oman. So stay safe. This goes shows still by Tuesday. This heat dome further south to Saudi Arabia, some 48, 47 degrees in Oman, United Arab Emirates, and still shows better in Iraq to some 45, but still like in Western Iran to 47 in a few spots there, and shows Doha potential to 43 on Tuesday, and Dubai to 35. So Dubai is always a little bit better because of those winds from the Persian Gulf, but still that's very hot, and shows in Doha by Tuesday to 27, 26 to 27 wet bulb temperature. So that's not as dangerous as 30, but still with those 40, 43-degree temperatures might be potentially deadly for some people. So please stay safe. And the inland areas very dry. So be aware those areas. And here, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday does get better, around for 45 to 46 degrees, those areas, but still those spots western Iran close to 47. So even those valleys central Iran there more than 47. Wednesday, Thursday still shows western Iran that the Europeans are already to 49 again, a few spots on June 19th, but this goes and still shows on June 20th to 47, southern Iraq again, in Syria to 42, central Iraq to 46, Friday, Saturday, potentially 1 week from now, still shows close to 48 in Iraq again. But please stay safe in those areas and warn others. Please stay safe. There's the icon I showed you, right? But the icon Sunday. The icon does have Sunday afternoon, those web temperatures to 20 degrees around southern Iraq in those areas. So that's not too high concern. That's generally fine, but still be careful because the humidity and everything will be like very dry heat. So stay safe those areas, and please be careful. And just to explain a little bit better, because when there's this wet heat, like the high wearable temperatures, your body loses its ability to cool down naturally. So then it starts becoming deadly if you can't find air conditioning, or like some other things to cool down. So some contacts there. So please stay safe, and especially like in those areas to 50 degrees and everything. So stay safe. Here's another view of the icon too. Shows like this is around noon on Saturday, and the afternoon close to 50 degrees in those areas. And then Sunday, 49 to 50, even some 40s in Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, some 39, 40. This is Monday to 15 Kuwait in Iran and southern Iraq. So yeah, please stay safe. Tuesday, still in Saudi Arabia, so 46 in Iran, southern Afghanistan, more than 44 as well. Next Wednesday, even to 46 by the Aqua in Afghanistan. Those values in Iran, even to 48, 47. So please stay safe and still. But like next Thursday in Oman, showing more than 46, Western Iran. So yeah, please be careful in those areas. Let's see if the Canadian model has something interesting because we didn't check this model yet. So here shows like this is during the night today to tomorrow. Like right now shows some tour is there, and then 40. So the Canadian model is around 249 Western Iran and 15 some localized spots, but it's not as high as the European. So it shows 248 in some areas. So I would trust more the European that showed close to 51 degrees. This one does have some 49, some spots there, maybe some 50 degrees locally. But yeah, just for reference, in Western and Eastern Saudi Arabia, more spots in Oman. So stay safe in those areas and please be careful. Just wonder if there are any other models that have temperatures. This one is just the US, so forget about it. So please stay safe in those areas and yeah, be careful. I'm not sure if the axis reaches, no, definitely doesn't reach, but yeah, and this is Europe too. So please stay safe in those areas. Warn others. Now let's take a look at Pakistan, northeastern India, and same thing there to watch in Pakistan, like the heat, the humidity, and everything. So we'll take a look at that as well. So there's Saturday afternoon shows those valleys, southern Pakistan to 48, some 49, 47, southern Iran as well. Central Pakistan to 47s, some 46 in spots, 45. So please stay safe in those areas. And shows like the humidity is also very dry in those areas. Just in the ocean, it's higher. The dew point's close to 10, some spots, southern Pakistan, but in other areas, like -7, that's extremely dry. But those wearable temperatures are around 15 to 23 spots of Pakistan. So there's, for example, this location to 47 degrees, and the wet bulb to 23. So 40, 23 is not that concerning, but combined with those 47 degree temperatures can become potentially deadly. So please stay safe in those areas. So there's some humidity, but it's mainly dry, but there's some humidity to watch. So stay safe. So here's Saturday. This goes Sunday. Sunday's not showing that bad, but still 245 degrees. Northern Pakistan spots 244, some 45 as well. Shows in Iran those values 248. So Monday shows like that heat scared in Afghanistan, into India, some 44 degrees, some 46 in Pakistan. Nothing too extreme, but be aware. It's still kind of dry, but the dew point close to 17, some spots there. But now shows like some 26 wet bulb temperatures in that spot in southern Pakistan. And like the temperature in that area might be 46. So 46 with some 26 wet bulb temperatures, gotta really stay inside. That can start being potentially deadly. So please stay safe, and especially like hydration and if you can air conditioning and anything to keep you cool. So be careful. Monday shows Tuesday spots central northern Pakistan to 46 degrees. Still very hot northwestern India into Kazakhstan. Potential 46 degrees, not 46, some 44 central Kazakhstan to Turkmenistan. So stay safe. Central China, even close to 40 by June 17th. Spots in those valleys, central western China. So Tuesday, Wednesday potentially gets worse by Wednesday in Pakistan to 48 degrees in those valleys, so some 46 and 47. So 48, it's no joke. Please be careful. The humidity is still low to 15%, and the dew point to 14. So slightly more the dew point, and still to 26 the wet bulb temperature. But the difference now is that the actual temperature is 48 degrees plus those 26 wet bulb temperatures. Really gotta stay safe, but because there's some more humidity trying to intrude in from the Arabian Sea because of those winds, it's still like kind of dry heat because there's low humidity, but those rebel temperatures are starting to climb. So please stay safe. If it gets higher, your body might not be able to cool down anymore. So please be careful. Wednesday, Thursday still shows potential to 47 degrees. Next Thursday, central Pakistan to 48 degrees. Potentially this area in Afghanistan into Turkmenistan to 47 as well, southern Uzbekistan. So please stay safe. Some 48 in Iran, those central valleys into southern Pakistan. So please be careful, stay safe, stay hydrated. 1 week from now, next Friday into Afghanistan, southern Afghanistan, even to 47 degrees on the European shows in Iran, those values to 49 degrees potential, some 48, 47 into Pakistan still. So stay safe in those areas, be careful, and please warn others. And already by like tomorrow, Saturday in Kazakhstan, already very hot in a few spots, especially next week there. So stay safe in those areas. Please be careful and warn others. We talked this morning about the typhoon in China and the monsoon in India, so watch that video, the links in the description. But just to remind you again, those flooding rains can be just as dangerous as this heat, so please stay safe as well. So warn others, just making sure we aren't skipping anyone here. So these are central southern Russia, also showing some 31, 32 degrees. These are central eastern China, quite high as well, to 39. So be aware, those valleys near the Gobi Desert as well. So be careful. This is by Monday the 16th, Kazakhstan into Uzbekistan. So stay safe, southernmost Turkey into Syria and most the Middle East. So be careful, those areas.